The Watson Inn has been right here in the middle of Watsontown since 1857, and you can still dine, enjoy a cocktail, and they also have lodging too. We're here in the kitchen of the Watson Inn, and this is Matt Haas. And Matt, you're going to prepare something for us. What are we doing?
We're going to make our chicken marsala today.
Great.
It's a French-inspired Italian dish, and it's one of our good sellers. Start off with a non-stick pan and just a slight amount of oil. And then while that heats up, take our piece of chicken and just coat it in a little bit of flour, not too much.
All right.
And then lay it in. Basically, you just want to get a nice brown on the bottom, not too much, just enough. Okay, that looks about good. Flip it up. Now we can go ahead and add the Marsala wine, which is probably going to flame off a little bit.
All right. That's good.
And you really want to see that flame because that cooks the alcohol out of the wine.
Oh, got you.
And it takes away the bitterness that the alcohol can leave. Now that it's done flaming off, we can go ahead and add the mushrooms to it. And then sort of give it a shake to get everything coated.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and add some beef broth. And then we'll just let that cook a little bit and start to boil up a little.
Okay.
Now that that's cooked up a little, we can go ahead and start. We have a separate flour dish here.
All right.
And let's take a few butter cubes and kind of get them nicely coated in the flour, and then just drop them in. And then the flour will help mix with the butter and almost make a roux inside,
yeah.
so you don't. It's already kind of self-contained.
That's a good idea.
Makes it a little quicker.
Yeah, thickens up the sauce and everything.
And then while we're waiting for that to go, we can go ahead and get our noodles in the water.
Okay.
So you're kind of just looking for not too thick, not too runny, a little bit in the middle.
Right.
Kind of like a gravy, but maybe
Yeah.
not quite that
Heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
I like to take the chicken out and place it so that you can make sure you get the right amount of sauce in it.
Oh, that looks great.
And there it is, the Watson Inn Chicken Marsala.
Matt, thank you so much for preparing this for us. It looks fantastic, but we're not done yet, right?
Nope, Alexa's actually out there. She's going to make you a specialty cocktail.
Terrific. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Today we're going to do a cool as a cucumber drink.
Oh, fun.
With a little bit of heat at the end of it.
Ooh, great. All right, let's get started.
Sure. So you're going to take cucumbers, about 3 slices, and cut them up,
Okay.
and then put them into your shaker.
Nice.
And then you want to muddle them. This helps release the flavor of the cucumber. So then you're going to take 2 ounces of vodka.
Boy, I could smell it now, the cucumbers.
Yeah, as
That's
soon as you
crazy.
start muddling them, it really breaks loose the fragrance. And then we're going to add 1 ounce of lime juice. And then simple syrup, which is just sugar and hot water, 1-to-1 ratio.
All right.
And then about 3 dashes of Tabasco.
Now that's a combination I was not expecting.
No, it's nice, and the heat's right at the end too. And then we'll add some ice in here. And then you want to shake it up, mix the flavors, and it also helps release more of the cucumber in it as well. And then you strain it. And then at the end, we're going to top it off with some club soda.
Alexa, this looks fantastic. Looks very refreshing. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit more about the Watson Inn?
Sure. Watson Inn is historic. It's built in 1857. We have the restaurant, the bar, with monthly drink specials that change each month with seasonal ingredients. We also always have something going on here at the inn. Live music, karaoke, we have quiz nights.
Alexa, why don't you give everybody the address?
Sure, we're located at 100 Main Street in Watsontown. And if you go onto the Watson Inn's Facebook page, it's always updated with our food specials, drink specials, what's going on for the week as far as live entertainment.
Excellent. Alexa, thank you so much for having us here today at the Watson Inn. We had a great time.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.